They say that to be forearmed is to be forewarned. This message I have is for URHOBO, ESAN, ISOKO, Mozanogogo people, pretty much the people of Idu ancestry. If you people don't wake up right now and defend and protect your history and cultural heritage as Idu people, one day you're going to wake up and discover that you've become a customary tenant and a foreigner in your own ancestral land with the way this history thing is going on social media. History and cultural preservation is an essential aspect of human life and existence. If you allow people adopt or hijack your history, it is very easy for them to manipulate it in their own favor. You see what is happening in Ika today among the Agbo people, where when the aboriginal owners of the land come out and speak, and the immigrants from across the Niger will accuse them of being Bini people who escaped and came and settled in Ika land. Right? You see what is happening? It's going to definitely happen to you, URHOBOs, ISOKO, and ESAN people, if you don't stand up and push back on some of this fake history that people are coming on social media to promote in order to present their tribe and ethnic group as superior to every other person's tribe and ethnic group, when in reality, they don't even meet the requirements for such status in the first place. One thing you guys need to understand is that all this fake historical narrative and version that a lot of people from across the Niger and some immigrants in Anioma has been promoting for a very long time now on the internet space is a well-orchestrated plan to displace and forcefully evict or remove the indigenous Idu people, which are already Isoko, Ika people, Agbo people, Ozanogogo people, and the rest living in Anioma. They want to evict them from their ancestral land. As a matter of fact, they want to make themselves legitimate owners of that land. That is why you see them promoting all this history that, oh, we migrated from across the Niger, but we are now denying our identity because of the civil war. Before I say anything further, right, I want you guys to watch this video from this guy called The Tribes. He has been going on social media and promoting false historical narratives that are not essentially true, that cannot be proven or substantiated in any way. So just look at the clips.
Any place where Igbo people for history don't actually go colonize people's land and take the land away from them. Rather, the reverse is the case. The reverse is the case where Oramion, a Yoruba man, left his Oyo, came to Igbo land in Edu, the land of Edu, the present day Edo state, invaded the land, made himself an Oba. With the help of the Portuguese, chased out the Igbos who were living in their own settlement, in their own land, began to take them into slavery, capture.
So you see that video of The Tribes where he's falsely claiming that Igbo people were the aboriginal native of Idu, Igudu, or Idu before the arrival of Oromio. As much as it sounds very funny, but it's very important that the URHOBOs, ESAN, ISOKO, and the other Idu people come out and defend their history, because this is how people create false historical narrative, and before you know it, you become a customary tenant in your own land, like what is happening to the aboriginal Ika people today. Now, before I go any further, let me state this categorically clear. The tribes, Igbo people, were not part of Idu, Igudu. They were not even in that region during the era of the Ogiso and the Igudu period. As a matter of fact, Igbo migration in that history was mostly captured around Obaisige's time. And Obaisige was the chief monarch of the Benin country. The people from across the Niger were customary tenants of the Oba dynasty. Oba gave them land to settle, and I can back it up with historical events and records. So stop pushing this narrative that Igbo people were part of Igodomigodo or Idu, or they were even in existence around that time frame. They were not. They were not part of that civilization. And I have one key advice for some of those Ikwere people following you. I think they need to sit down and start giving some of that your history that you're promoting a review, because a lot of things you've promoted over times have turned out to be false and inaccurate. Yes, your theories are not logical, to be frank with you. Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect you in any way, but that is just the truth. In as much as I see it as currently now you personally have maybe identity crisis, it's also wrong for you to pass that impression on other people. The ESAN, the URHOBOs, even the Benis, the ISOKO people know who they are. They know where their ancestral land is located. They are not immigrants. So don't try to turn them into customary tenants overnight by promoting a false historical narrative just to justify some of those claims that you're trying to make as an Ikwere man. I repeat, Igbos were never part of Igodomigodo or Idu Igodomigodo. So I would like you to substantiate on that claim that you're making, that Oromiyan invaded the Igbos who were living in Igodomigodo. Bring evidence that Igbos were invaded in Igodomigodo. Bring evidence. Bring evidence that Igbo were living in Igodomigodo before the Oba's dynasty. We also need evidence as well. We'll look at the culture, the traditions, and the language, and various other things, events as well. So guys, please repost the video, share. Let me hear your thoughts and opinion on the comment section, and make sure you follow me for more. Thanks.